My name is Allison Beveridge, and I'm from Edina, Minnesota. I have spent this past year as a Meisel scholar teaching and living in Nan Thailand through the fellowship program Princeton in Asia. A little bit about me. I am 22 years old and a recent graduate of Princeton University, where I studied geosciences and opera. My disparate interests led me to the only logical next step along my life path, teaching elementary school English in a small, isolated part of northern Thailand. There are many reasons that I hoped to spend a year serving as a fellow with Princeton in Asia. First, to take time and give back in some small way to the world for all the good I have received. The more I travel, the more grateful I am for my varied life opportunities, including being able to spend a year living abroad. It is a great privilege. Second, I wanted to spend a long time getting to know another culture. A year is a long time, but it is also a short time. I have been able to learn enough about Nan that some days I am bored and others I am amazed by all the new things I have found. Third, I needed a radical change of pace in my life. My 4 years of college were incredible and transformative. I would not change them in any way, but because they were so jam-packed, I had sacrificed many things that I value: mental well-being, physical health, a level-headed perspective. I needed time to decompress and truly understand where my life was and where I wanted to go. So, 3 short weeks after graduation, I packed my bags and headed on the 30-plus hour journey to Nan Thailand. I was greeted at the Nan airport by 10 bright, smiling faces. 2 of those faces were Teacher Doi and Teacher O. Teacher Doi greeted me with a kiss on the cheek and an enormous smile. She walks slowly, and she constantly coos the words, "Yeah, that's okay." She is my 5th grade Thai co-teacher. Then there's Teacher O. I'm fairly certain that the term small but mighty was first used to describe Teacher O. She stands at 4 feet tall, wears a child-size 2 shoe, and is one of the fiercest women I have ever met. She is meticulously organized and drives a tiny purple car. These 2 have been my coworkers and guides here in Nan, and have taken me on tours of the province and brought me food when I was sick. I do not think I can ever repay them for all the kindness they have shown me. The day after I flew into Nan, I went to work. When I arrived, I was told I was to speak in front of the entire school, 2,000 students, in Thai at the morning assembly that day, in 20 minutes. At the time, I had no idea how much of a theme not being told about things in advance, even though everyone else knew about them, would be. I was given some words to memorize and did my best. Thankfully, my Thai has greatly improved since that day. I can hear tones now and can read the Thai alphabet thanks to my wonderful Thai teacher, Kru Thieu, who was one of the first Thai people I have met to have heard of Minnesota. She's a wicked sharp lady who lives with her mother, a Buddhist nun. The hours I have spent learning Thai with her have been some of my favorite, and I will treasure my memories of sitting in her sunny garden, sipping coffee from Nan Province, and listening to her make jokes about Donald Trump. I teach at Bandon Seaserm Capricorn School. I am the 5th and 6th grade foreign teacher, which means I have almost 500 students. 80% of my kids are in the, quote, regular English class, which means they get 3 classes of English a week, one of which is with me. My other 2 classes are mini English program classes, MEP. I see those kids every day, and I am their main English teacher. Because I have spent so much time with them, I have grown close with these 2 classes. We make jokes, and they even sometimes tease me. The other day, when we were talking about types of animals, I had a bit of a brain slip. I wrote one of the habitats for which I momentarily thought you could find a fish. One of my students, an incredibly sharp girl named Feen, raised her hand and asked, "Teacher, what type of fish lives in a tree?" The whole class, including me, burst out laughing. Working with these kids is very rewarding. They generally do their homework, and I have seen some improvement in them over the year. For me, the greater challenge is teaching the lower-level students, who seemingly never sit down or be quiet. Some of my regular classes have 45 students in rooms meant for 30. Not all of the students are there because their English is worse. In order to be in MEP, the students have to pay the equivalent of $70 for the year. Some of the kids in the regular classes have learning disabilities, and many, for various reasons, no longer live with their parents. These kids can be so incredibly infuriating to teach. They chatter the whole time, they mock me, they throw things, they show up without a notebook or pen and sit doing nothing for the entire class, despite me asking if anyone needed to borrow a pen or a piece of paper. But somehow they are always thrilled to see me. I do not understand. The kids who are chatting the entire class and ignoring everything I say come up and hug me and ask me questions when I see them after school. It's all a mystery to me still. One particularly devilish class is 6/4. They are chatty and often make fun of me, despite me telling them that I do speak some Thai in Thai. I often leave their classroom fuming and irritated. Why won't they listen to me? Don't they want to learn? One day, when I had a headache, I abandoned my lesson plan to play a simple game. With the fewest words possible, I explained it. And we played, and played, and played. The whole class flew by. Everyone was engaged. I'm not sure if any of them will remember the words I had been trying to teach, but I walked away pleased for once. The next week, I attempted to play the game again, and it devolved into students whacking each other and causing mayhem. It is possible that 6/4 has taught me more than I have ever taught them. Some of their lessons have been, sometimes things that work one day will never work again. There are many circumstances in every situation. Not everything has to be the best. For 6/4, ultimately, at the end of the day, as long as someone has learned something, that is okay, even if it was not a 100% success. My time as a rowdy classroom teacher has become less and less stressful as my time here has worn on. I am learning to let things go and to just relax. Some days a game is the best and only lesson. My time in Nan is coming to an end. I have 2 months left of teaching before break begins in March. I will spend some time traveling in Laos and Vietnam, visiting Princeton and Asia Fellows, before returning to Nan to say hello to my friends and celebrate the Thai New Year in April. Thai New Year, Songkran, is a giant water fight on the street during some of the hottest days of the year. When it is over, I will be so sad to leave. I'm so grateful to the Meisel Scholarship Program for helping me come to Nan. This year has been many things. A time to breathe and be calm, to learn about another culture, language, and religion, and to connect with a different community. Even on the precipice of adulthood, Westminster has been there to support and nurture me through my growth as a person of faith and global citizen. Khap Kun Ka.